one bite. Welcome to Matt Graham's backyard. Every year, apparently, he does a backyard tournament where we're going to be playing 18-hole singles. Gannon's here, Cole's here, Chase, Ty's here. Honestly, just here to have a blast. Probably won't see all my holes because I'm probably going to suck. Hopefully not, because this is a 3-round event. The first round is 18 holes straight up in Matt's backyard course. There are 3 tee pads and 3 baskets on both the upper and lower part of his backyard, and you play from each of the tee pads to each of the opposite baskets. And this course has a lot of OB, which I definitely think Cole Verdalen totally understood. This was the first time that this course would ever be fully played, so I had to ask Matt, who can we just say has the most luscious beard in basically all of disc golf, what he thought the winning number would be for round 1 before the shakeup of round 2.
Yeah.
Oh man, I've actually never played this layout before.
Really?
If I had to guess, because we've got Gannon, Burr, we got Cole here, we got other good players. After 18, 11 down. That's my guess.
Honestly, I think 10, 11 down is pretty good. It's a lot tougher than you think with the OB.
I was carded up with Gannon starting on hole number 6, and the game's begun.
Oh no. Oh, that's not fun at Bogeyville.
Hey Cole, what do you have to say for yourself for that first shot right there?
Oh no! I got it!
It was a disc fault.
Where was that yesterday? Hardest on the course, baby. You know what? Par is not bad. I'm not really losing strokes. Yeah.
Very lucky boy.
So, hey, you can't touch the basket as you tap in. That's a rule.
I didn't know that one. That's helpful. Thank you.
In theory, yes.
Oh, shot.
That looks good.
Settle.
Nice shot. And you've been
Nice.
so good.
Gannon, how much free to eat that?
Oh, that's so good.
I would need a lot of money.
Yeah.
Not much.
Grenade time, baby.
Look out. Oh my God.
I knew it was going to be a long day, so I stopped carrying the camera with me after 6 holes, and that's apparently when everybody decided to start doing cool stuff.
I'm sorry I didn't turn on the camera for you, man. So you got no bunker rule, just straight rethrow island.
Yo, I just had the greatest par save on the easiest hole.
So I have the camera set up for aces and stuff. I'm like there to man it, obviously, when we're out there. I go inside to pee one time. Aces.
I maybe should have kept the camera on me the whole time because, as you guys saw, I started out 5 through 6 and then decided to just take a bunch of pars after you guys left.
I'm throwing it away. I've had a couple strokes for a while.
You're tied.
We're tied.
Yeah.
Birdie out win it.
I definitely wanted to take a lead into round 2 where I knew that it would be a little shakier for me, but that meant I had to start by making the island on the hole that Harry had the par save.
Oh no. Lucky to be in bounds.
A little bit of an overreaction there for a backyard tournament, huh?
Last hole about to happen.
3-way tie for the lead.
That whole tree moved, man.
Next.
Yep, hang on. Lost the peak too right after Jeff. Houston, that's a putt.
Here we go. Start of the tournament.
Yep.
No!
I'm safe? Yeah. Just short enough. All right, so since we're playing different holes, I'm farther than he is from this basket, as Harry is from his, so I'm just gonna putt first. Good news, I've missed all my putts on this basket so far, so it can only go up from there. Stay on.
Oh, left it short.
So you think that adds pressure or alleviates pressure for you that I missed that?
Doesn't change anything. My putt, my game.
He's a killer.
Oh my gosh!
I mean, you deserve it, but the basket did not give it to you, and I'm sorry.
No, you know what? It's one of those times where I'm proud because I hit that shit dead center.
Dead center. That's kind of disgusting, honestly. I feel a little dirty.
It's okay. Being the dark horse is, you know, I'm kind of the underdog in this situation, so I'm feeling all right going.
He's definitely the underdog. I'm by far everyone's favorite right now. Maybe Harry because he just spit out dead center.
That just means he doesn't deserve to win.
It's true.
We'll see.
Baskets are fair, so that's helpful.
That's right. Putt better. Putt less pace.
It's light changed. It made it through to the pole. That was obviously a good putt. Great putt.
So after I paid the basket for giving me that tied first spot, it was time for the second round, which was putting. And that's where we had a bit of a problem because my putting has felt so bad and only the top 4 players get to play in round 3. The lead wasn't crazy secure. I knew that Cole would likely get in because he's a putting phenom. Tai Yi is also phenomenal at putting, and so I knew I wouldn't feel comfortable that I would get one of those lead card spots unless I probably got at least half of the putts.
Every putt you make is another birdie. Basically, it's gonna be decided by the putting because there's a lot of people within like 2 or 3 strokes. There's no reason to miss it low. That would be really bad. Not gonna lie, I didn't think I was gonna win because of the putting. Didn't think I was gonna go over on the first one though, so we gotta turn it off. Maybe just get a little more aggressive. Believe in myself.
Finishing up our third station, still struggling to get to that 50% of putts made. We catch up with the chase card, where I somehow got one of Cole's like 2 missed putts this whole entire round. And in talking to him, I knew that I needed to pick it up to get to at least that 50% mark. I left a lot of these Gannon putts in because I just want to show the difference of the consistency of a 10-30, 10-40 rated disc golfer. It definitely gives me something to strive for. Plus, Gannon gave me one little tip as to why I was missing so many of my putts.
Well, some of it's like you're not missing left, you're just not putting fast enough, so it's not getting to the basket.
Out. I think Harry and I are pretty close. Someone could work their way onto this card. I think I have to have a pretty good final round because we don't have live, so who knows. I think if I get 5 or 6, I'll be pretty happy on this next station.
You got 26. Damn. Dan's at 18 and Harry 18, I got 14.
I think Cole will probably be on, probably above us with Gannon because he's only like 2 back. Looking like it's going to be enough as of right now. Harry and I tied again, but now we are way back.
Or so I thought, but we'll get to that in a second. Cole won round 2 at 28 out of 36 putts, so I had to get his thoughts.
Just get unconscious and, you know, make a lot of putts and just start feeling it, man.
Is that what happened at Lexington?
Step up and no, absolutely not. I took about 2 million deep breaths before each and every shot and each and every putt. But it was about finding my rhythm today on the green. I didn't find it during the round, but yeah, you lock in the putts and you get good tips from your friend Tai over here. He'll definitely fix your putting game just like that. So follow him, Tai Relentless Disc Golf on Instagram. Yeah, also, you need a Stone Steady BL. That'll really help you putt good. So.
Is it better if it has a little CR stamp on it?
Oh, absolutely. I don't think you can find them, but I'll try to get some more made, so we'll see.
Now back to me thinking that I was going to have to ace every single hole to catch Cole and Gannon. I think we might have swindled him.
So, I would be open to letting the group decide. What do you guys think as a gallery? Keep the scores as they are?
No, I think you reset.
Vote if you reset, because Gannon and Cole are obviously in first. Vote if you reset? Yeah, obviously you are. Okay, it's 6 holes and it's a reset.
I'm scared. We're all tied up going to the final 9.
This will be hole 1.
I was honestly just just stoked to make it onto the final card and get to play these last 6 holes, but Matt had a bit of a prize up his sleeve that he hadn't told anybody about yet.
The winner of this will get interviewed on the Nick and Matt Show live. I hope you played your hardest. I wanted it to be for soul, you know, like not for like fame.
I definitely want that interview slot. And to keep things interesting, Matt had designed some new holes that we hadn't played at all, including using some of the baskets that I had seen tucked back in the woods but didn't think that we were going to be playing on. But real quick before we get into it, massive shout out for Matt for putting this on. This was an incredible event. Go listen to the Nick and Matt Show. They post on Mondays, I believe, and they have a lot of great guests on. Matt, if you're watching this, thanks so much for inviting me. The day was a lot of fun, just like hole number 1, which you'll explain here.
Hole number 1, it is here. As you might expect, you haven't played this hole yet, but to the yellow basket elevated. Hole is up.
So the play on number 1 definitely seems like a little bit of a flex shot. Probably plays about 320 feet, maybe a little longer, and Cole throws his quake.
Yeah, we doing okay with that though. Second up, Gannon Burr.
Gannon's next up on the box, and of course, he's got his trusty A2 in hand. I don't know a hole that he doesn't throw that thing on unless it's over 500 feet. Unfortunately, he clips the tree, gets over the out of bounds, so he doesn't have that to worry about.
Choking already.
But he obviously doesn't like it.
Technically tied for third. Anthony.
Yay, Colorado shot.
Ty's already firing some shots, but I decided to flex a Firebird down there. Definitely missed my line. Inside, surprisingly, even though I hit that tree.
Local rising star, Harry Chase.
Harry Chase is up last. Looks like he has an MD5 in hand. Discmania sponsored 10-10, maybe 10-15 rated player.
Okay. Ooh, it's gonna give you a
Also doesn't hit his line necessarily, but gives himself a putt.
That's a putt. Way off. That's one of those.
I just pitch up a pure, trying to run it a little bit, but I'm really just happy to be here trying not to get dead last. Gannon gives it a bid, and Harry has the first credible look at birdie. Able to capitalize with a big step putt. Cole, not to be big putted, steps up. And unfortunately, tickles the right chains.
Here's the tee pad.
Oh, you gotta let me tap out.
Oh, sorry, someone else. Sorry.
Still playing, man.
Okay. You're playing to what we call the garden basket, so it's closest to the garden.
You guys have seen this basket a lot, but not from this gap. These gaps make this hole much more difficult, and I think everyone's going to elect a forehand. Harry, I think, throwing a prototype DD3 out there. Cole's going to follow up with his Avalanche, which, if you guys didn't see, he just aced with at the USDGC, so big shout out for that.
Got to get around that tree.
Yes, I think it is.
It did. I heard Brand.
Oh, jeez. No idea what Gannon is throwing, but it's got to be an overstable driver. It's just taking this wide hyzer line.
Okay. That's a putt for
Get into the basket. Not sure how far this plays, but farther than I feel comfortable pumping in honor. So I decided to change out for my Ducker Destroyer, a Star Destroyer.
Okay. That's going to give you
That's some
something
zip.
right in the garden.
Straight OB.
Everyone thinks it's going OB. Luckily, it's not strong enough to go OB. So we're just short of the garden with a putt looking at birdie. Harry putts first. He does not have a good history with this basket, unfortunately. I putt second, and I don't have a good history with making putts.
Dude, make a putt.
And the basket takes its next victim. No idea how Gannon missed that putt. He is not happy about it.
Let's go. How did that come out? It literally hit right here.
Tap in, still even par, so we haven't taken any bogeys, but we move to a hole that we have played before, but this time it is playing as an island. The drop zone is the closer tee pad. Cole hits the island with the anti-skip. Harry's up next, throwing his Luster P2 again on a little bit of turnover, and it just drifts beautifully. I miss throwing discs down at sea level. They just fly so much more beautiful.
That's a really good shot.
Basically pins it. He's going to have a drop-in birdie to go to 2 down. Cole's going to have to make a putt to match. Gannon up next with a PA3 trying to drift one down as well.
Oh no.
It's gonna drift.
Good.
So the shot here is with something stable to not quite overstable, but just neutral. You don't want it to be understable to flip because the hill is going to make it flip too much. So I decided to throw my Opto Pure, which is kind of my straight putter. It's just going to hold that turnover even though it's slightly nose up. And luckily, I stay inbounds a little bit deep, but it should be an easy cleanup for the birdie. Should be being the operative thing to say because I am not able to capitalize, and I think I'm going to mess up this star frame, eating my shirt in the background because I'm really not happy with how I'm putting today.
That was poor. 2 back with 3 to play with 2 missed putts. We know what I gotta work on before my next tournament in 2 weeks.
Our 4th hole, we're again playing from a slightly further tee pad, going back towards the upper right basket, which is just completely guarded by OB. Cole throws a pretty solid turnover.
Harry follows it up with a really solid forehand.
Oh, yeah, that's nice. 60, my guy.
What are you talking about?
I don't think that's nice.
And Gannon's about to take another putter and throw this turnover. I'm guessing it's probably about 320 to 330 feet. Not quite sure about the distances, but Gannon does not like how much turn he's put on this putter.
It might not be deep enough to be OB.
I was thinking Origin, but I decided to switch up to the Pathfinder, throw it, and I'm really not happy with it. Seemed like it was going to go OB,
Off the RV.
but
I think I was saved by the basketball hoop. Gannon's OB.
we're keeping up with throwing. Ish. Really got to capitalize on the putts.
So many!
No, that wasn't.
Matt and his son being the voice of reason over here, and I got a circle 2 putt to try to capitalize on.
Yep.
Don't know why that's the first putt I could make, but I think I had a little bit of extra focus. Harry misses his birdie bid, and it starts to roll away, giving Cole the opportunity, which he capitalizes on, to take the outright lead. As Cole explains to Gannon why his putt stuck and Gannon's didn't.
10 miles an hour instead of 50.
Solid cleanup from Harry and Gannon.
Gannon, slowly.
2 holes to go. We have our first par 4 of the day. It probably plays a little bit over 400 feet. Actually, not quite sure, but we're teeing off from that upper right-hand part of the course. You have Amando inside of the left tree in the V that you guys will see again. I'm going to throw a CD1. Thought I threw it perfectly. It's turning, and it hits the inside tree. Luckily, it makes the Mando, but it's going to be a really tough scramble. Harry, again, looks like he's throwing that DD3. Maybe it's something else, but I think it's that Proto DD3. Ends up puring everything, giving himself more than likely a look for the Eagle 2. Gannon, I think this might be his X1. Don't really know. He ends up clipping the trees and then takes a nasty kick over by me, but even more left.
So this one we're playing to a basket we haven't played to yet. Par 4. So I can still get up and down for birdie.
Try to throw my S-line CD1 on a turnover.
Okay, open look.
Very small gap that I miss, and Gannon's looking at something crazy over here. Somehow gets through everything.
Oh my goodness.
And I mean, no spoilers, but he is basically parked. I'm still having a pretty difficult upshot to try to not take the only bogey of the card. To not take the first bogey of my round. End up putting a pretty decent move on that, and I will have a putt. Harry thinks he's made this. Just misses, just past it, and I got to probably edge a circle putt that I clean up for my par save, which I'm really happy about after hitting first available on my second shot. Cole is going to take a birdie. Gannon somehow got to here from that position and takes a birdie. And Harry also takes a birdie, moving us into the final hole.
This is going to play a re-tee bunker rule
Ooh.
only once. I'm going to have a drop zone that you'll putt.
What's your score, Cole?
4 under.
Harry?
3.
Come on, man. Make it.
Gannon?
I don't know. I think we're getting scammed.
We're tied at 1 under, so it's a battle for third here.
We're just going to let this play out, but the basket that you'll see as Cole's throwing is the one we're playing to right by all those cars. Very similar to the hole on the screen, but with much tighter OB.
That's safe.
That's perfect. That's money.
What a shot.
That is on.
On the green.
Okay.
Drifty boy. It's not gonna matter, unfortunately.
Good. Oh. You gonna hold on?
Just hold it.
Go in.
Sit down.
Go in.
That's money.
Nice shot.
This is for the win from Cole to get interviewed on the Nick and Matt show.
Is this bigger than your life shown win?
For third.
Cole's a cheater, man.
Go, Caddy. You get half the proceeds.
0 divided by 0.
Tied for third. You may know him not because of his play, but because of his looks. He doesn't like these baskets. He may never come back. Anthony Bodanza and Gannon Burr, third place.
Yeah, come get your trophies. Non-slip gloves.
Friction gloves.
There we go.
Do we get one each?
Yes.
I gotta give my speech. I'm so proud of myself for sticking in it, making the final 6 holes. Big part of my career, and you know, I just want to say, you know, Cole didn't really earn this win. We kind of gave it to him, and so at least he'll know that when he goes to sleep at night that he didn't earn it. We gave it away. I think we need to start a movement of getting rid of these garbage baskets, these garbage tee pads.
Yep.
Thank you, thank you.
What is Prodigy gonna pay you?
My final thoughts are, man, the lunch was the best part of this day, man.
Glove. I want the glove.
Second place, local becoming legend. He turned down big A tiers. We were happy to have out second place finisher, Harry Chase!
Love you!
First trophy I've ever got in my life, so love it.
Can you find it in your garage?
Coming all the way from, I think you say Oregon, he's been practicing more than anybody, but he took it down today. You may know him, Cole Rudalis! First place!
I love you!
This is the crappiest trophy I've ever received. Thanks, Gannon, for trying. You know, sometimes you just gotta come out and adapt.
Giving it away, you mean?
You have to
purpose?
adapt to your surroundings, whether it's baskets, whether it's tee pads. You know, I think these baskets catch way better than most of the Prodigy baskets out there.
Oh!
And so I just think
At least my company doesn't make mock 3s and
I
2s.
just think I did the best, you know, adapting to the surroundings, you know, slowing down the footwork if the tee pads were slick. So I really felt like I came into my own this event. You know, maybe fluffed a couple shots during that first round, but, you know, really made up for it in the end. So thanks again for trying. Thanks everybody else. It was a pleasure playing with you. And thanks DGA for all their unending support for me this year. And let's go, mini disc golf champion, baby.
To end the day, they brought out a box of the most random discs to see who could get an ace first.
A2, A3,
No.
PA3,
One.
FX2, D1.
Oh, that's it. That's it.
Oh! Yeah!